Well, oftentimes at this stage of my life, I find myself being the oldest man in the room on most occasions. Raul Rosas Jr., he's got a wisdom that belies his year, got to the UFC, 18 years of age.
18 years old, John. And you saw how he has related to the fans the moment he hit the curtain. The place went insane in his UFC debut. And then he goes out there and he dominates. He has good wrestling, he has very good striking. But it's his grappling that is far beyond his years. Once on the mat, this kid can go with anyone. I'm excited to see what the future holds for Rosas Jr.
Yeah, the fans are excited. He's got a huge appetite for MMA knowledge. Raul Rosas Jr., folks, back under the bright lights tonight. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Bruce Lee steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Raul El Nino Problema Rosas Jr. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, here he is, the founding father of modern MMA, Bruce Lee, ready to go for round one. The speed and the angles just absurd, and a hard guy to simulate in training. You think you got a beat on him, and then you end up twitching on the canvas. So we'll see how the opponent chooses to defend Bruce Lee here in the early going.
Nice one.
All right, so a big takedown for him early. We kind of expected this would be the game plan, and so far so good.
Well, he's a bit of a specialist, and he knew that he needed this fight on the floor. That's exactly what he's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist. Now it's tight. There it is.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, Rosas Jr.'s in half guard.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Making all these shots count. Lee's able to transition back to side control now. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Nice.
Rosas Jr.'s in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Rosas Jr.'s going for a choke.
That Darcy's tight.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
And he will let his opponent stand up here.
Oh, big elbow.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks. Nice punch to the head.
Takedown defense is there. Oh, huge knee to the head. 20 seconds to go in round one. Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick?
Big right hook there by the champ.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. All right, now, I want you to set those kicks up.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
Second round underway.
Big punch land.
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. But this guy has his opponent hurt very badly. Oh, that was a really nice takedown. He passes to half guard.
Rosas Jr.'s trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, could be the beginning of the end here. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Might be a submission attempt here,
I
champ.
mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully. Changing the position.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Rosas Jr.'s right back to the full mount here. All right, setting up for a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. So just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. Elbow landed there by Rosas Jr. Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition. position for the opponent now here in round 2. Rosas Jr.'s how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chair.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Boom! Big jab.
Well, just exhausting watching some of these takedown attempts. He's unable to get it there.
And he's attempting them over and over again. How long before he gets discouraged and accepts that this is going to be a stand-up fight?
All right, round is over. And, Rosas Jr.'s got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding. All right, back to the stools between rounds. That gives us time to look back at some of the replays, including some of those strikes that caused the damage, particularly to his forehead.
Damage to the forehead. Expect a lot of blood, but when you look at him, he looks like he still wants to be in there. It does not seem like the blood is affecting him. Now, you could want to be there as much as you want to, but you got to do things better defensively, or ultimately he's going to get you out of there. He's got to move his head, he's got to stay out the center line, and he's got to press forward with his opponent on his heels.
All right, put well. All of a sudden, we got a new storyline in this one, the cut on his forehead. We will keep an eye on it as this next round gets underway. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Just misses with the straight right. Head kick blocked.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
And now some separation. Oh, nice jab there by Rosas Jr.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat. There's a level change lift. That was nice.
Right side control now, DC. You know he's in his... Oh, Rosas Jr.'s now looking for a Darce choke. Oh, that Darce choke is tight. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Lee gets up. Clearly, he wanted this fight back to its feet despite having a dominant position on the ground. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch.
And blocks that hard punch.
All right, so it looks like some bruising on that thigh right now. He hasn't really done anything to address it. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very fast.
Right into side control. 20 seconds now remain in the round.
In the half guard.
Rosas Jr.'s right back to the full mount. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, heading back to the corner, and oh, Rosas Jr.'s bleeding pretty bad from the forehead here. Hopefully the cut man can nip that in the bud and make sure that that blood doesn't trickle down into his eyes as the next round begins. All right, we will now re-rack some of the highlights for you from that previous round. We'll try to find the shot that caused the cut above his eye that is now leaking significantly down and compromising his vision.
Yep, there it is. The one that landed that really opened him up. That cut is in a bad spot,
yeah,
too. Right over the eye, so that blood starts to leak down. It starts to really impair the vision. It's going to be on his opponent to try and circle away from the power while not going in to circle away from the power to allow for himself to have a chance to still win this fight.
Yeah, still plenty of time with which to rally, but we will keep a close eye on that cut above his eye. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Oh, big elbow. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Back kick there. So a big knockdown for him in the previous round. Confidence is high and building here in this next round.
Confidence is key, and he has a ton of it right now.
Effective use of the jab there by Rosas Jr. Well, his leg is clearly compromised here early, starting to limp a little bit, and perhaps this affects his strategy as the fight continues.
Yeah, you know, these guys are so tough that when you are able to visually see someone react to the damage, react to the pain, it tells you how hard or how much effect the strikes have taken on them. Right now, we are seeing him limping because he's been kicked so much.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now.
That knee hurt him. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit. Good body shot.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you'd like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here? What?
I am almost...
Continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go. Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever he falls,
That'll do it!
holy smokes!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. We send it inside the octagon once more. Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
So the legend Bruce Lee does it again. That was a prime performance out of the martial arts legend tonight. This man, of course, has had no shortage of challengers since coming to the UFC.